everybody, I'm Delicia, and thanks for tuning into my weekly top 5 cigar picks. These are the cigars coming out of my humidor, hopefully making their way into yours for your week of smoking. So you will see that in this week's top 5, there are a couple new cigars, and the rest are ones that have been around for a little bit. And the reason being, if you're wondering why I'm not including more cigars from the trade show, it's because a lot of them aren't shipping yet, or they're not available in your local brick and mortar. So I'm trying to kind of ease those out in my weekly top 5s to when they correspond with the time frame that they're actually going to be shipping out to retailers, so you guys can find them easily. So starting with number 5, we have the Buffalo Trace. Beautiful cigar coming out of the General Cigar in the Dominican Republic. Ecuadorian wrapper, Brazilian binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan on the filler. Nice kind of sweeter notes of brown sugar, toffee. It's a little bit spicy. It's about an $8 cigar, so good price point on that one. And again, fun little band with that Buffalo Trace is meant to be enjoyed with the Buffalo Trace bourbon, of course. So definitely a pairing that you should try. I would say perfect for like end of summer, early fall. That's my own take on it. You could, unless you're somebody who does, I've been recently doing the Kentucky Mules, which is that, basically just swapping out the vodka for bourbon on the Moscow Mule. I happen to like the bourbon ones a little bit better. Very refreshing in the hot weather, especially with a cigar. The ginger kind of cleanses the palate almost a little bit, so you really taste the elements of the cigar. So it's kind of a fun pairing. Definitely one that, if you're in the warmer weather part of the world, a nice way to kind of ease the temperature, if you will. Going on to number 4, we have the Crucible by Diesel cigars. So this is kind of a limited run that they did. Still coming out of AJ's factory, of course, Diesel. A lot of fun there. They make some really good cigars, and I'm a fan of their whiskey, the Rabbit Hole series that they did. They had the sherry cask and then the traditional one, the first one that they came out with. But again, the Crucible is a limited run. It's 1,000 12-count boxes of these cigars are floating around out there. Fairly newer. I forget when they were officially released, but it's in the last couple months or so. Or that's when I received them, and that's the press, media release that I received about them. But a nice blend. You're looking at an Ecuadorian medio tiempo wrapper, Honduran binder, and then filler that AJ's grown in Esteli, as well as some undisclosed tobacco that has a supposed rare component. So leather, oak, cedar, dark chocolate, those kind of notes are what you're getting in this one. Slight element of the black pepper spice too. Definitely a smoke bomb. It's like tons of smoke around. So depending on where you're smoking and what you're in the mood for, it might be right up your alley. It's a really nice aroma. Moving on to number 3, we have the Protocol Sir Robert Peel in the Maduro. Big fan of the cigar. I like their whole lineup. Protocol makes some really cool cigars. They're coming out of Espinosa's factory in Esteli, Nicaragua too. So they're just, they're made well, they're fun ideas. He really puts a lot of thought, or they really put a lot of thought, I should say, behind the branding, the story that they're telling. They're a smaller company, of course, but one that has cool backgrounds in law enforcement. Of course, Sir Robert Peel is like the father of modern day police or modern day law enforcement. I always confuse it, but either way, it's like paying like a tribute to law enforcement in that way. Of course, they both have backgrounds in different aspects of law enforcement. So kind of a cool way to put some tribute out there. And of course, I've had it on my top 5 before, and I have done a full review of that one. So really nice offering again with a Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler. You're getting black pepper, mocha, chocolate, kind of a light citrus and a little bit of earth on that one. Just a really nice offering. Again, they make it in a Maduro and a natural. I tend to lean towards the Maduro, but the natural is really nice as well. If you're looking for something a little more subtle in those flavors, I just always gravitate towards the Maduros, but both are a really nice offering, in the Protocol lineup. Number 2 is going out to the Donlino, of course, coming from Miami Cigar and Company. Donlino is one of, I think, the only cigars, if I'm not mistaken, that's like really paying tribute to Africa. So Nestor Miranda is a just a cool person. Like if you've had the chance to sit down and talk to him, if you've heard him tell stories, he has a lot of them and they're just like, I couldn't do them justice if I were to retell them. You have to hear them straight from him, but he is somebody that loves Africa. Like I don't even know how many times he's gone there. He's gone on safaris there. He's taken his family. He's gone hunting in Africa, has some really cool hunting stories, but is a huge fan of Africa. And so this cigar is paying tribute to that. And it's a really nice blend. Recently in the last few years has been revamped and redone with the help of AJ Fernandez, of course, making it a little bit more magical in that experience of smoking. Of course, everything that AJ touches turns to gold. So nice collaboration to see that happening there. Of course, the Donlino is featuring an Ecuadorian Habano 2000 wrapper, Cameroon binder, Dominican Piloto, and different Nicaraguan tobaccos from Esteli, Jalapa, and Ometep. Of course, coming from the AJ Fernandez factory, you're getting a mixture of pepper, different baking spices. I pick up like vanilla, cinnamon, a little bit of oatmeal in there. It's got just a nice cigar. And the cool thing is it's only like a $9 stick. So it's a really nice price point, really cool band, cool story, coming out of again, a great factory and then a great team that's distributing it, of course, with Miami Cigars and Company. Just a lot of fun there. So definitely a cigar if you haven't tried, or maybe you smoked it back in the day when it first came out, definitely revisit it. It's a wonderful stick and again, a great price point. Which brings me to my number one this week. That is the Mi Querida Triquitraca. Newer size coming out from the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. I picked it up in Vegas and I believe this one's already shipping out, hopefully, but if not, you can still find the other versions in different vitolas. Just a beautiful stick. It's been on my top 5. In fact, it was in my top 5 for the year, I believe. I can't even remember because I know I feature a lot of the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigars, all blended, of course, by Steve Saka, who is the world-renowned, tobacco expert. He just does cool stuff with tobacco and everybody likes it. This one is a great little stick. I love the vitola. It's a fun, shorter smoke, but still pops a lot of power with it. A lot of good flavor. So featuring a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan on the filler. The notes of this cigar, basically excellent. And like if I had a microphone, I would drop it at this point. Excellent, and walk away. No, it's a great cigar. Again, if you've never smoked any of his sticks, go out right now, stock up your humidor. But this one especially, you're getting like creamy cedar, you pick up blackberry, cherry, dark chocolate, a little bit of spice in there, kind of all throughout these different thirds. So you're gonna get more mixture of like spice, sometimes a little more of those fruity notes, sometimes more of like the, the cedar element. There's a lot of different components, but again, the best way to describe it is just like excellent. That's it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, fabulous week ahead of you. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate the support as always. Cheers, stay safe, stay blessed. Have a good one.